on like middle-sized businesses. I'm sure you can talk more about that when it's your turn, but no on C and yes on D, because whichever one gets the most votes, that one will pass and undo the other one. So it doesn't matter if both of them pass, it's whoever has the most votes. This is very concerning. And
our video blogger Moon 200 just put out a video about an hour ago saying no on both, and put in that C is a poison pill for D, but they're both useless, and so kind of like a simple message that if you voted yes on Z, no for D. So yeah, it's out now.
Yep, it's out now. Daniel Lurie is starting to make his promotional videos for no on both of them. It is so worth pointing out that the people who put Proposition C on the ballot are all of his friends, and he created like 3 different boards when he became mayor of CEOs and wealthy tech people. They are all represented on Proposition C, which conveniently went on the ballot at the same time as Proposition D, and now the mayor can say he's being very reasonable by opposing both of them.
Yes, but there's a bill, so
just in case, I'm like, he asked them to put it on so that he could say no to both and not look as bad. And I think it still looks bad, but whatever. So I'll quickly move into our next section and let our other speakers have a chance, and just wanted to quickly highlight just one of the most egregious cuts that I think keeps me up at night the most. La Raza Community Center out in the Mission, their parent support program is getting cut, which is literally a diaper bank for undocumented immigrants when they first arrive here in San Francisco. I can't emphasize more than that the depravity of the budget cuts that we're talking about here. What's nice is that you can do something about it, so we will give you some options on that, but that was weird. But now I will finally invite up Joni from the SF Climate Emergency Coalition to share a little bit about the cuts you're fighting against. Oh,
do these lights go on?
They can, yeah. He's gonna run and go do it.
That'd be great. Yes, hi. Oh, this is great. Oh,
Woo!
all right. Joni Eisen is a Climate Emergency Coalition. So climate is everywhere. It's all around us. Climate change affects everything. And this past April, the mayor released it's up to him. It's his job to do this, even though he had nothing to do with the creation of it. But he released the 5-year update to the city's climate action plan, which is called the CAP. And it is a bold, practical roadmap from SF Environment Department, called SFE, to reduce emissions, lower household costs, and build a healthier, more resilient city. The mayor also signed legislation updating the city's official climate goals to align with the updated CAP and stay on track to achieve net zero emissions by 2040. Okay, so the updated CAP includes expanding renewable energy, electrifying homes and businesses, improving transit, increasing access to electric vehicles. The new CAP also connects climate progress to affordability, health, and economic opportunity. The mayor at the time said, quote, "The actions in our updated climate action plan set a clear direction for our future, reduce climate pollution, improve public health, make San Francisco greener, healthier, and more affordable," unquote. But guess what? At the same time, the mayor's proposed budget would fire the people most qualified to coordinate and implement the CAP. His budget cuts SF Environment's general fund support ever since at fiscal year 22-23 by 80%. And that year was the first year it even had any general fund support. This money supports climate action plan implementation, the Climate Equity Hub, which I'll tell you about, EV charging installation, and biodiversity and habitat restoration. The hub was launched in 2024 by SFE, health professionals, contractors, and industry and community partners. It provides technical assistance, education, and workforce development services that support citywide building electrification. This is a 40% cut to the entire department, but only a small part of that department is even allowed to be dedicated to achieving all the CAP goals. That small part will be almost 100% cut. Wiped out, all progress benefiting especially frontline communities will stop. SF Climate Program staff with years of climate action expertise are among the most engaged and trusted ambassadors that city government has to reach communities all across town, east to west. But the mayor's current budget revokes funding for all their core programs. It's talent and experience wasted, programs ending, grants forfeited, and future grants jeopardized. Since 22-23, the general fund support, although tiny, of SF Environment Department has brought in $29 for every dollar invested. So it's just stupid to just leave it. Okay, low-income communities in particular risk being left behind as new air district rules arrive next year. So funding for electrification, education outreach, technical assistance, workforce training, and more are critical now more than ever to help these folks comply with the new rules and enjoy the benefits of healthy homes. Moderate income residents will need help too. Decarbonization is a health, safety, and resilience necessity. The Bay Area has the sixth worst air quality in the country, and San Francisco is a major contributor to air pollution from gas-fired household appliances and gas-powered vehicles. In our earthquake-prone city, gas leaks combined with seismic activity create serious fire and explosion dangers. The Climate Action Plan includes building electrification and safer infrastructure upgrades precisely to reduce these risks. Cutting the staff and programs that support these things, including the Climate Equity Hub, increases reliance on aging gas systems and raises long-term public health and safety threats. People expect San Francisco to lead, especially the federal government, help in on destroying the climate. But on this all-encompassing issue, we are going backwards. During his campaign, the mayor wrote, quote, "We need large-scale public sector investments in climate infrastructure and electrification." He also said, "We will prioritize climate action, not just in words, but in dollars and policy," end quote. So you need to know what's really happening. Thank you. And any questions? Yes?
Supervisor Milne introduced a waiver of the shading provisions of the code so that you can't shade people's backyards, etc. But you know, AI told me once that there are 2,000 solar-powered homes on their rooftops. So
I think that's different.
No.
It's not a shadow. If you're interfering with somebody's solar generation, that's not a shadow.
but they did it on Irving. There's a lady.
They did it to somebody?
Yeah, the housing project on Irving shadows her solar panels. So, and I asked about this at
Oh my God.
and I asked the guy who runs the program for promoting solar, and he just said, "I don't know anything about that. I think they can shade you." So I think
That sounds like a lawsuit.
No, he didn't say that. He said it differently. But I think, thank you for letting me ask the question.
Well, it sounds like you have a new issue to work on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
Because
horrible.
if we don't
That's
replace that
horrible.
energy, that's gonna cost more.
That's a lot.
Right, it's so much of this is penny wise and pound foolish, so much of it. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Joni. I appreciate it. And I think next up is Kristen. Welcome.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Evans from Small Business Forward. We're a progressive small business advocacy organization. I'm a small business owner. I have a bookstore and a bar, not in District 4, but in District 5, next door. And so the only announced cuts to direct small business programs so far that we've learned about is the loss of a staff member in the Department Office of Small Business. She has been involved in various grant programs as well as programs that have promoted small businesses in the city. So there's been some advocacy around saving her position in particular. What we do expect to come out in the mayor's budget is possible cuts to grants and loan programs that help small businesses in times of difficulty or for entrepreneurs that are starting out. So we'll be paying close attention